Out of nowhere, 2025 became the year of Korean celebrity marriages, and some of them you definitely had no idea had happened. Today, you're going to learn about 5 couples of Korean actors and artists who exchanged rings recently and almost went unnoticed even by the most attentive fans, but not by me. In 2025, one of the marriages that caught the most attention in the Korean scene was that of Ailey, one of the most respected voices in South Korean music, with Choicy Hun, who gained popularity after participating in Netflix's reality show Singles Inferno. Their union not only surprised fans, but also revealed a love story marked by maturity, loyalty, and a deep connection. The couple met through mutual friends, in one of those discreet encounters that don't usually generate much buzz. But from the beginning, according to Ailey herself, both felt there was something there that could grow. The relationship wasn't rushed. It came from living together, long conversations, mutual understanding, rare elements in times of quick relationships like nowadays. The romance evolved from a true friendship. Before the romance, there was respect, trust, and support. This emotional foundation became the cornerstone for a bond that, little by little, proved strong enough to last. Over time, the couple realized it no longer made sense to continue just as boyfriend and girlfriend. They were ready to take a new step. The ceremony took place on April 20th, 2025, in the prestigious Gangnam district in Seoul. Ailey chose 3 different dresses for the occasion, each with special meaning. In one of the most emotional moments of the night, she took the stage and performed Beyoncé's Love on Top in front of the guests. It was a personal and powerful gesture that mixed art and emotion, a way to thank and celebrate with what defines her most: music. Among those present were close friends, family members, and renowned artists from the Korean industry. The ceremony was marked by emotional speeches, musical performances, and a warm atmosphere that reflected not only the happiness of the bride and groom, but also the affection both inspire in the artistic community. After the celebration, the couple embarked on a luxurious honeymoon, with stops in Dubai and the Maldives. During the trip, they shared few records on social media, discreet but full of tenderness. What we saw was a serene, mature couple enjoying one of the most important moments of their life together. The story of Ailey and Choicy Hun is an example that love, when cultivated with care, grows in silence and flourishes with firmness. There was no fanfare, no exaggeration. There was harmony, partnership, and decision. In a world where everything happens too fast, the two chose the path of slow construction, and it was precisely this that made this union so meaningful. Many people were moved by the story of the main characters in My Only One, but what few knew is that the romance also transcended the screens. Lee Jang-woo and Jo Hae-won, who acted together in the drama between 2018 and 2019, ended up getting involved for real, and in 2025, they're ready to make official this story that began behind the cameras. Their relationship was kept private for quite a while. They met behind the scenes during filming and, for months, worked side by side. The good chemistry on screen was visible, but no one imagined that something so lasting was being born there. The relationship was only confirmed to the public in June 2023, when both decided to come clean and share the news with fans. Since then, they became a beloved couple among those who follow the K-drama universe. In December 2024, Lee Jang-woo participated in an NBC variety show and surprised by revealing that the wedding was already being planned. Without beating around the bush, he told that even with professional commitments, he and Jo Hae-won were focused on taking this next step with tranquility and great responsibility. The statement excited fans and increased expectations around the couple even more. So far, the date and location of the ceremony haven't been officially announced. What we know is that the celebration is expected to happen still this year, and that it will be something more intimate, focused on closest friends and family. According to people close to the couple, they want something beautiful, but without ostentation. A wedding that reflects exactly how they are in daily life, discreet, sincere, and down to earth. What makes this union special is precisely the time. Little by little, the two built something away from the spotlight. There was no theatrical announcement, no exaggerated declarations, just coexistence, partnership, and decisions made calmly. They chose to live the relationship away from scandals and media pressure, and perhaps that's why they managed to get so far together. The trajectory of Lee Jang-woo and Jo Hae-won shows that not every couple needs to form on a dating show or live in headlines to work out. Sometimes love is born between one rehearsal and another, in the break between scenes, and grows in silence. And when the feeling is true, it doesn't need haste, just space to flourish. Now, after years side by side, the two are preparing to start a new chapter. Not as castmates, but as husband and wife. Nambbo Ra has always been known for her sweetness on screen and for a serene image that won over the public since her first roles. But now, in 2025, she gained even more prominence, not for a new drama, but for taking an important step in her personal life. The actress married her boyfriend, a businessman outside the artistic world, with whom she maintained a stable and discreet relationship for 2 years. What caught the most attention in this story was how the two met. Nothing from industry events or filming backstages. The first meeting happened during volunteer work at the church they attend, a simple environment without cameras, where the two ended up naturally getting closer. Over time came their relationship, silent, away from the media, but full of complicity. During these 2 years of relationship, Nambbo Ra made sure to preserve the couple's privacy. Little was known about their routine, and even so, fan support never lacked. The wedding announcement caught many people by surprise, not because the relationship wasn't serious, but because the actress always preferred to keep her love life away from the spotlight. The ceremony took place on May 10, 2025 in Seoul, with the presence of close friends and family. Among the guests were castmates who were part of Nambbo Ra's trajectory, like Park Jin-joo and Kim Min-kyung, with whom she acted in the movie Sunny. Comedian Kim Ki-ri was the master of ceremonies and brought a light and relaxed tone to the event. On social media, Nambbo Ra shared some special moments from the preparation and wedding. The photos revealed an intimate and sincere atmosphere. No ostentation, just the essential: dear people, emotional vows, and a true smile on the bride's face. In one of the posts, she thanked fans for their affection and spoke about this new beginning with a heart full of gratitude. Details like the marriage proposal, which happened during a trip to Japan, were only revealed later, in a video published on the actress's personal YouTube channel. There, she showed the behind-the-scenes of the trip, the groom's surprise, and the emotion of saying yes in a moment just for them. Nambbo Ra's wedding represents a type of love that often goes unnoticed in the Korean entertainment world, a calm love based on values and built away from exposure. It didn't have a magazine cover or red carpet, and perhaps that's exactly why it was so beautiful. In times of fleeting relationships and scandalous headlines, seeing a story like this renews hope for those who still believe in true encounters. Among so many marriages that marked 2025, one of the most special was that of Kim Jun Ho and Kim Ji-min, not only because they are beloved figures in entertainment, but because they represent something rare, a couple that formed over the years, between jokes, backstages, and true friendship. Both are veterans of Korean comedy. Kim Jun Ho became known for his long trajectory in programs like 2 Days and One Night, while Kim Ji-min won over the public with her charismatic presence in comedy sketches and talk show appearances. They had worked together for years, but always maintaining professionalism and respect. It was only with time and constant coexistence that they realized what they felt for each other went beyond mutual admiration. The relationship was revealed to the public in 2022, and since then, the couple began to be seen with even more affection by fans. The way they treat each other, the lightness in their gaze, their constant good humor, all of this made them one of the most genuine and spontaneous couples in the artistic world. In programs like My Little Old Boy, for example, it was easy to notice their connection, always exchanging affectionate looks and jokes that only those who live together understand. But it was precisely during a recording of this same program that Kim Jun Ho made the marriage proposal. In December 2024, he surprised Kim Ji-min with a sincere declaration and a ring in front of the cameras, an emotional moment that aired and left many people with teary eyes. In February 2025, they officially announced that the wedding would take place in July of the same year. The news was received with enthusiasm by the public, and the couple made sure to write a handwritten letter to thank fans for their support. In the text, they spoke simply about how happy they were to live this new phase together, and asked admirers to continue rooting for them. Unlike many famous couples, Kim Jun Ho and Kim Ji-min chose a more human path than glamorous. They didn't need to hide what they felt, nor turn the relationship into a spectacle. They just lived. They laughed together, grew together, and decided to build a life side by side, with the same good humor and partnership always united them. The wedding, scheduled for the second half of 2025, promises to be a joyful, intimate, and meaningful celebration, not only because it unites two important figures of South Korean comedy, but because it shows that love can also be born from daily life, friendship, and laughter. And when that happens, it's hard not to get emotional. Few stories are as moving as that of Yong Yun Hai and Cho Young-nam, not only because it's a couple that breaks away from the pattern the public is used to seeing in the artistic world, but also because of the symbolism this union carries. In May 2025, they walked down the aisle in an outdoor ceremony that was both simple and deeply touching. Yong Yun Hai became known to the general public for her sensitive acting and her career as a caricaturist, gaining space in the media and in fans' hearts with charisma, talent, and authenticity. She is an artist with Down syndrome who, over the years, became a figure of representation and overcoming within Korean culture. By her side, Cho Young-nam, also an artist, shares not only love for art, but also the values that united them from the beginning. The two met while working at the Amazing Outsider Art Center, a cultural center focused on artists with developmental disabilities. It was in this creative, collaborative, and welcoming environment that the connection between them was born. Over time, their coexistence became closer, until affection turned into love. The wedding ceremony took place on May 2nd and 3rd in Munho-ri. The choice of location, surrounded by nature, matched the couple's lifestyle and spirit. But the most special thing was the care with every detail. There were musical performances, tributes from castmates from the drama Love and Other Dramas, in which Yong Yun Hai participated, and even a pre-ceremony with talk show, rehearsal, and documentary screening. Everything designed to transform the moment into something more than a wedding, a celebration of life, trajectory, and affection. Names like Han Ji-min, Kim Bin, screenwriter No Hee-kyung, and actress Lee Young-eun participated in the event, all moved to see how much Jun Ho grew not only as an artist but as a woman. The event was recorded, and excerpts were later shared on the bride's personal YouTube channel, where she showed behind-the-scenes moments and thanked everyone who stood by her side. The story of Yong Yun Hai and Cho Young-nam is a powerful reminder that love can flourish in the most sensitive spaces of life. Their relationship was born from care, listening, and mutual support. There are no big productions or exaggerated glamour, just two people who chose each other with truth in the midst of a journey full of meaning. In this wedding, what we see is more than a romantic union. It's the joining of two creative, generous, and conscious worlds. A couple that transforms everything they touch into art, and now also transforms their own love into inspiration for thousands of people. If you made it this far, you've already realized that love has been moving behind the scenes in Korea. Sincere, discreet, and emotional marriages that show another side of our favorite artists. Now tell me, which couple surprised you the most? Leave it in the comments, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news from the K-drama universe. I'll see you in the next video.